Hi, the art and science of food class. Welcome to my virtual living room and my real home kitchen. Today we are cooking potato pancakes in connection with your travel journal to British Isles and Germany. Because you are going to use hot oil and heat, let's watch a video called Put a Lid On, How to Put Out Kitchen Fire, just in case.
Cooking fires are the #1 cause of fires in the home and fire injuries, but you have the tools in your home to be able to put a pan fire out very quickly and safely. Let's watch. Your food catches fire. Don't panic. Pick up the lid. Simply suffocate the fire by sliding the lid over it. Turn the heat off. Getting everyone outside, out of the fire, calling 911, let the fire department come in and do their job. Say you don't have a lid? Cookie sheet can work just the same. You have a fire inside the oven, same concept. Close the door, do not open it. You want to suffocate the fire and turn it off. So remember, whenever you're cooking, always stay in the kitchen and keep an eye on it. I'm Elise Weintraub Brown with Palm Beach County Fire Rescue. Your safety, our priority.
Next, I'm going to demonstrate how to cook it in my own home kitchen. If you have already read the recipe, I hope you notice that the recipe is written for people like me, not for middle school students. So I changed some language in one of the steps, especially the one that mentioned to pour the batter into the hot oil. Please don't do that. Watch my demonstration very carefully and pay attention to the language and how I transfer the batter into the hot oil. After my demonstration, it'll be your time to make your potato pancakes. Step 1, make sure you have 1 medium potato, 1 shredder, flour, 1 tablespoon to measure the flour, salt, 1/4 teaspoon to measure salt, garlic salt, 1/4 teaspoon to measure garlic salt. In pounder, use 1/4 teaspoon to measure baking powder, egg, a mixing bowl, vegetable oil. I use coconut oil. Your recipe, a non-stick pan. Step 2, you are going to wash, dry, and shred the potato. Be very careful, especially toward the end of it. Don't grate your thumb on it. So the end of it, you can just trash it, but because I'm at home, I usually just cut it. I usually actually don't have a shredder. I just bought this over the weekend to demonstrate for you guys, because since you are going to use a shredder, I usually just use a chopper, chop it. So next, you just transfer, you don't need to rinse it, just transfer this to your mixing bowl. Step 3, add the dry seasonings together, mix it, add to a shredded potato, mix it, then add egg into it and mix it well. 1 tablespoon of flour, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/8 teaspoon of garlic salt, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Mix your dry ingredients first. And then add your dry ingredients to the shredded potato. Mix it well. Now you can add 2 tablespoons of egg to the shredded potato with seasoning. When you add egg, a little bit less is fine, but don't add more than 2 tablespoons. Mix it well. If your group has 3 people, you kind of divide it into 3 portions. If your group has 4 people, you just divide it into 4 portions. Okay, I have a family of 4, so I divided it into 4 portions. Next, turn on the light and the fan on your hood. Because my hood is so loud, I just turn it off. You wouldn't be able to hear me. But you should keep your fan on. We have a quiet fan in the school kitchen. And turn on the heat to medium. And add your vegetable oil to your pan. I'm using coconut oil. So you should have a thin layer of oil on the bottom of your pan. You really shouldn't have a lot of oil. If you have a lot, you might make a splash and set the building on fire. You can put your hand over the oil. If it's hot, that means it's ready. Place 1 portion of the batter on your spatula. Carefully lower it into your pan. Once you lower it into the pan, you can kind of push on it to make a round circle of it. Keep doing that for the remaining patties. Here is my second one. I'm going to place it here and push it down to make it an individual patty. You can use a spoon to help you transfer the patty. I use a pair of chopsticks. So now I have carefully placed each batter on my spatula and carefully lowered them into the pan and pat them down into thinner discs, and they will cook. You just wait until the edge is golden brown, then you flip it, cook the other side, and you are done. This is the first piece I put in. The edge is golden brown, so I need to flip it. Sometimes you have to use another thing to help you flip it. This one is good too. So I flip it now, and that is good too. If your spatula has a smaller head like mine, you can't flip the whole thing. Just use a spoon or fork to help you flip it. Now both sides are golden brown, so I'm ready to take them out. Turn off the heat first and make sure you get a pair of clean chopsticks or a clean spoon to help you transfer, because now you are ready to eat. So you just transfer that to your plate. Because I'm at home, I got to do whatever I like. I usually like fresh ground pepper on my food. Almost anything that has salt, you can add pepper to. This is my potato pancakes. I'm going to enjoy it with my family. See you in class.